Gotcha. I see it. Well, that's fast. I see somebody's already posted something in the chat. I do not see what it is yet, but welcome. I'm just getting this all lined up. As I'm trying to send people the direct link on the What's Happening page on Discord now, as opposed to just telling people I'm live. You know, so all that somebody has to do is basically just click on it to join, to be here. So yeah, so now I've done that. Here we go. Okay, oh, straight away we got Panda Fox and Itchy. Panda Fox, I kind of figured that it might be you. Yeah. I kind of left last time, just because. Wow, that's amazing. This top is filthy. I had a shower last night, but this top is filthy because I had spaghetti, and it's like not showing up at all except for this one dark patch. It's been brighted out so much by the sun right now because I'm doing an early stream. I normally don't do them this early, but with the way my sleep cycle's going, I don't think I'm going to be awake for like 10 o'clock ish time, my time. So yeah. Anyway, how goes you guys? What is up, my dudes? Ye, not for long though. What? On break. Oh, okay. That's a stretchy bitch. Whoa. The shirt. It's that kind of like super breathable kind of cotton. It's my Guinness shirt. Got a big Guinness logo on the back because I've got a lot of back. So yeah. These are even. I don't know why it looks so uneven, but these are even. It's just the way that they. Oh my god, this one's more poofier than that one for some reason, but they've got the same amount of hair. Because the way that I put them on means that they have to have the same amount of hair. So I don't know why they don't look even. Oh, stupid. But yeah, Damon likes them. Damon likes it when I put two in the one. I don't know why. I don't get it. Dude, I love that. I haven't been able to find Guinness tea anywhere in the wild, you know, back when stores were open. I've got three. I've got a Guinness rugby top because it's the is it the England team? No, because their one's England's white, isn't it? I think it's Ireland's one. It's either Ireland or New Zealand, but one of the rugby tops is black, and it's got the little Guinness logo and stuff because that's what that's who they're like sponsored by. I've got one of those. I've got the Genius one, and I've got I have another one, but I don't know what it is, and I got this one. But yeah, that's basically because my Irish cousin who lives in London, he owns he runs the Guinness apparel store in London. He's one of the managers in that store, in the Guinness store. There's a Guinness store in London. I don't know where it is. I have no clue where it is. But no, he basically he can get, if I wanted anything Guinness, I've got like a pint glass. I've got a pencil, but I don't think I've put it in the pot yet. My pencils from around the world pot. Yeah. I got a coaster and stuff like that. But I know you have a bunch of Guinness stuff. I don't know why I didn't mention it before. I'm sorry. I think it's because I basically don't talk to them very often. So yeah. I only ever talk to one cousin fairly often. Yeah. Like cans as well as summer coasters, lol, but no attire as of yet. Well, basically, if you want something Guinnessy, then let me know and I'll see if he's got it in stock or whatever. You know, just find a picture or something. So yeah. Thanks, Badger. I've been procrastinating so much today. Oh, Witchy. Oh, Witchy. I miss Witchy so much. How are you? I've seen that you've been very active on my Facebook. I've noticed. I always notice whenever you leave a comment on anything. I don't notice right away, but I always notice that you leave a comment. When you do leave a comment, I always read it and always think, and I have memories. So yeah, miss you too, sugar. Not the best. Oh no. I've just been hearing a bunch of bad news from people recently. I don't know if I could take it. You're okay though. Please say that you're okay. I don't know if you saw the last stream, but I got a huge, I had a huge bombshell hit me before then, and it's the reason why I haven't been, yeah. But yeah, my cousin died. It lame. I don't know what to say now. Yeah, I'm pretty lucky. Got my job and my home. I've just got amped up anxiety. Oh. Well, you know, I was going to say your pillows across the pond. Virtual pillow hugs. I don't know what to say. I really am a bit tongue-tied now. You do this to me every time. You do this to me every time. You know, I always never know what to say. I never know what to do. Oh my god. Somebody help me out here, please. Somebody say something, or like talk to me. Give me a topic. I was gonna come on here and maybe do some artwork and stuff, and just hang out with you guys while I was doing that. Because I've been a lazy fuck today. Oh my god, I've just been. It hit me hard today. A certain person's passing hit me incredibly hard. Just smashed me today. I've got more tears. And yeah, I did watch that Freud. I watched all of that Freud, the German series about Sigmund Freud, early life and stuff like that, and it was so good. I liked the story. The acting is good, but the voice acting for the English dub is terrible. Like seriously. The English voiceover is terrible. Witchy, you would love it. You would love it so much. Freud. It's just called Freud. And oh my god. What's the guy? What's the guy called? Witchy knows German, so it will be fine. I know German too, but I didn't want to just like have to translate everything that was while I was working, so I put the English dubbed version on. So yeah. What's that guy called? You will love him. He's basically a Oh, what's the period? What is? Ask Itchy. Itchy's got all of the pictures. I basically like sent him about the pictures of this actor. Oh my god. Christoph F. Krutzler. Christoph F. Krutzler. He's in it, and he is adorable. I wasn't that fussed on him at first, but basically his character, he's got a very nice character in it. But no, he's just a he's very nice. He's very nice. You'll like him. So that's something to look at. It's on Netflix in case you're looking for something to watch. It's only one season. I'm kind of annoyed at that. It does say, I looked it up on IMDb. It's 2020 to, and it's just got a dash. So I don't know if they're making another season or not. Did you look him up? Agree, Witchy? Did you look him up? Facebook. I'll send you some pictures if you want. I couldn't screenshot anything. I was watching it on my phone on Netflix, and basically I tried to screenshot it, and for some reason Netflix has stopped doing the screenshots. They won't let you. They've blocked screenshots. So I've got a bunch of black squares just saved in my camera roll for no reason. But yeah, I have to send you. I have to send you some of the pictures that I took of my phone screen. Itchy's got them as well, so yeah. I can actually show you. Very low tech way of doing it, but I can actually no, I can show you via this. Let me just let me see if I can line it up. Itchy, I'm about to show our conversation. Hopefully not all of it though, so just be warned. Totally fine with that. Yeah, I'm only showing it. I'm only showing a bit of it. I've just seen if I can share my screen. I'm guessing, like I said, that you already looked him up. Hate when servers disable screen shooting. It makes making fan wikis and information pages. I know, right? I know. There it is. So you can see my Discord server right now. I click on a picture. Will that show up on the? Will that enlarge the picture? This isn't the show. I'll show you some pictures of the show in a second. The screenshots that I actually managed to take. Yep, it shows up. Okay. One disabled screenshots since Tiger King, because now I'm not going to be able to functionally recover from this. Oh right, I can understand that. But yeah, there's him in a different show, but as you can see, different figure. Very, very nice in a police uniform, which he does. It happens a lot. He's in a police uniform a lot. And he has a way more impressive mustache, though, in the show. In Freud, this is what he looks like. It's like, and I love this screenshot. I don't know who took this. I basically found this. This was just on the Freud IMDb page. But I just love that screenshot because it's like it's the perfect mix of cuddly and daddy brow, you know. But you can't actually see daddy brow. He's textbook bear. He is. His character is super nice as well because he's like he sings a lullaby to some kids who aren't even his own, and it's a different situation. That you have to watch the show. and he's even their version of Santa Claus. You know, Vienna's Victorian Vienna's version of Santa Claus. So, you know, it's like that scored him major, huge points for me. So yeah. Plus, he has a glorious mustache, which is fake. That's not real. It's sad, but that's not a real mustache. As you can see, it's not a real mustache. This is him in real life, and even there, he's adorable. Love a big softie. I know you do. But yeah, it's like like I said, I'm more attracted to personalities and stuff. But as I watched the entire show, I got all of the personalities, and we're coming up to. There's a shirtless bit of something else, and he's got fur, which is a plus for me. And should I linger on that? I'll linger on that for a second. But yeah, all of these are very easily found on Google. I just want to point that out. The next ones, the screenshots are not. You have to watch the show to find these. But these are just some that I've found specifically for Itchy, because I know Itchy's type. So yeah. But yeah, and we got the random, just him kind of just sitting. But yeah, see, you can see the background, the reflection of the screen and everything. It's terrible. But yeah. Less wide-eyed and more the smoldery look kind of thing. Mustache. I'm gonna have to. That's it. I'm gonna have to get like a Vienna uniform of some kind at some stage, aren't I? Jeff is here. I'm so sorry that I've missed the other stream. I'm sorry to hear about your cousin's passing. That's kind of one of the things that hit me hard is that, like, certain shots kind of just reminded me of this guy. Actually, kind of reminded me of my cousin. So it was like, yeah, it just like it hit me hard. I'm not gonna get to talk to that guy anymore. So yeah, hi FMF. He's a handsome fellow. Well, like I said, I did say his name. Should I type it in? Let me find it again. I can't find anything that of him from anything else that I've seen him in. Christoph F. Let me just write that down, because I can actually do that here. So yeah, it's called Freud. It's just called Freud. Christoph F. Krutzler. Oh, thank you, Itchy. Damn it, Itchy. I was writing. I was typing with my actual keyboard, not this thing. Anyway, yeah. So there's some watching stuff. Plus, it's that kind of. It's all set in Vienna. It's early part of Freud's, Sigmund Freud's career, life, as it were, and I learned a lot because I studied a little bit. I kind of know a bit about Freudian philosophy and stuff, which, by the way, is all bullshit now. You know, he was wrong about a hell of a lot of stuff, but he was right about a lot of the early psychiatry stuff. So his earlier work is actually really good. All of his later stuff from his later parts in life are a little bit crazy. A a little bit crazy, and kind of more delves into his psyche more than anybody else's. So yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to go into psychobabble, but yeah, this stuff is episode 2 really picks it up. Yeah, well, it's kind of, it's one big story. It's not really like an episodic thing. So the first episode is just kind of, it's just a little bit of establishing what the world is and stuff. And like I said, if you listen to the English dub, just know that the acting, the voice acting that the English people are doing, the English voice actors are doing, is terrible. It sucks so much. I prefer if they had like they have, everybody's got an English accent, like really strong English accents, and it's so off-putting because it's like, but you're in Vienna, you know. What's the movie called? What's my favorite movie called? The Illusionist. My favorite movie. Set in Vienna. Is that Rudolph? Is the Crown Prince Rudolph? Anyway, yeah. They give everybody an accent. You know, very few people. They give them individual. It's all in English. They give everybody a accent. You know, an accent. So it's like it's very obvious where people are from. You know, that they're just speaking English, but they are definitely from Vienna. You know, they even have slight Austrian accents for people who come from Austria, a slight Hungarian accents for people who come from Hungary and stuff. I was going to say Hungary, but I was wrong. But yeah, it's my it's just really, yeah. But in the dub, they give everybody English accents, and it's incredible. Like I said, it's incredibly off-putting. Like they have this guy is a policeman. He's a police constable, and they give him an English policeman accent, like a stereotypical chunky English policeman accent for some reason. And it's like, just give him a German accent. There's parts in it where he's singing. He sings in it a lot. There's a lot of music in this, by the way, and a lot of it is him singing, and it's not bad because it's actually the actor singing. It's not, you know, they matched it almost right, but he would have a very strong German accent, but they just don't have that anyway. I can't stand dubs. Like, got Final Fantasy VII, and I'm playing it in Japanese. Okay, I like dubs. But well, like I said, when I'm working or when I'm just playing on the computer, I have stuff on in the background, either on TV or on my phone. It depends if I'm where I'm watching Netflix or Amazon Prime or whatever, or DVD. And I basically have dubs on because I like to do two things at once. If I was just to concentrate on the language, I had a spider trying to crawl on my arm. Just a teeny one, teeny spider, not teeny arm. Yeah. If I was to try to translate all the time in my head, I would have to focus on it. The same if I had subtitles on, I would have to focus on the subtitles. So yeah, there are subtitles. But yeah, I like dubs. I watched Akira, and I watched that undubbed for the first time in freaking years the other day, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. So it wasn't that bad. It's also very distracting because, you know, while you're reading, you could miss something that's happening on the screen. You know, like above the text and stuff. So yeah. So to me, it's just very distracting. So, yeah. As you know, I love the videos you posted, Tubbs, including the pic dump and the art dump. Yeah, that kind of screwed me up a little bit because suddenly I had nothing to do besides the artwork, and I just, like I said, I've been procrastinating all day. I've been, like I said, I've been a lazy fuck. I've just been checking my mail, answering messages, posting stuff, and playing video games. The occasional masturbation. I'm crying a lot, so yeah, I've been not great. But yeah, so I finished the pick dumps, and I was like, okay, now what am I gonna do? This was the thing I was doing in my free time, and now I've got nothing. But yeah, all the pictures are on my computer now, and all the art is there as well, so it's available to look at. Again, as usual, if anybody has like got a specific picture that they like, then let me know, and I will send it to you. I'm mainly talking to Jeff. All of my pictures are basically available online anyway from the pick dumps. They get sprinkled. Wait a minute, the chat's going a bit fast. There we go. The Illusionist is so good. It's like I said, it's my favorite film. Like, I don't normally say I have a favorite something, but I have my top 5 films, and it's in there. But it's the one that's most likely to have the #1 spot, because I really like The Illusionist. It's a great story, and Paul Giamatti is very nice in it. I'm a Paul Giamatti fan. I'm a Giamatti fan. I can't help myself. You know, the slight animalistic tendencies that guy has is a bit weird for me. You know, it's like, yes, he could be super crazy. Edward Norton, as far as I understand, he's a pain in the ass, but he's not a bad actor. You know, some people can be pains in the ass, but some pretty good acting happening. Jim Carrey, for example. So yeah, it is Edward Norton, isn't it? I like the setting. I like the time period. I like it's got all of the good stuff. All of the good stuff. Who's the guy? Who's the baddie? Like I said, I keep thinking he's based on somebody. He's not an actual person. He's based on somebody. And like I said, I think it's Rudolph. I think it's Prince Rudolph. By the way, if you look up Prince Rudolph from the Empire, I want to say the Austrian-Hungarian Empire, but it's not that, is it? I don't know. I know this particular guy in history. I've read up on him. Incredibly bad luck. His life kind of was awesome, and it sucked at the same time. And like I said, if you know who this guy is, then in history, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But he kind of in Freud, in the series, he's in it, and he's portrayed as being slightly crazy. You know, a genuinely not bad person, but slightly crazy, you know. And in The Illusionist, he's played kind of as an arsehole, but it's not entirely his fault, as you will see in The Illusionist. So yeah, you have to watch there's no real bad people in The Illusionist. That's the annoying part, you know? Nobody's like a horrible, terrible person. You have to watch The Illusionist to get it. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but yeah, I love The Illusionist. I love everything about it. It's got a very nice story, and there's an incredible twist. There's many incredible twists, and it's great. They do rely on not practical effects twice though, and they are irritating as fuck, because it's like there's a puzzle. Here we go. It's not really a spoiler. There's a necklace. It's designed to be like a puzzle piece. This necklace works in such a way that it can't actually exist. It can't work the way it does. It's designed so that when you turn it, it looks like a heart, and when you turn it normally, it looks like a rectangle, and you can open it up like a rectangle, but you can also like twist it diagonally, and it makes a heart shape. It's like, this is amazing. It's impossible. I don't care if you are a cabinet maker, master cabinet maker who makes puzzle boxes. You can't build this thing. This thing doesn't work because there's a picture. It might work actually, but there's a picture inside of it, and the picture inside of it isn't bent or folded or torn in any way. It's perfect. It annoys me so much that this is in my favorite movie. Also, there's the orange tree. They put flowers and special effects into it. There is a way to do it practically, but to build this thing, it was cheaper to do it in CG and in compositing instead of doing it in real life. So they basically did that instead, because the actual thing would have been crazy. Oh my god. Okay. No, what am I doing? I've got the chat here. You know, it's at a stage where I was reading it at the right thing. I've got Persona 5. Ooh. Right. Spider, get away from tabs. I make exceptions for some stuff, like Akira, yes, and Studio Ghibli does a good job with dubs. Yeah. 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 Studio Ghibli is pretty good with dubs, yeah. Except for when there's songs and rhymes or poetry, because it does sound weird being dubbed. You know, you watch it thinking that I watched something Studio Ghibli when I was a kid, and there's a song in this thing, and it just sounds weird and not natural and flowing, and the words don't really make sense in the context or with each other. It's a weird song, and I was like, why is this such a weird song? And when I grew up and figured out that basically it's dubbed and it's originally in Japanese, it was like, oh yeah. But now it makes sense, and the song sounds way better. So yeah. By the way, Pompoko, that's a Ghibli, isn't it? And gotta say, it's still my favorite Ghibli movie. Bit weird on the nutsacks, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Oh my god. Did you get Animal Crossing? I still want Animal Crossing. I can't afford it. I'll send my thoughts and condolences for you and your family. Thanks, dude. I do appreciate it. I do. When I told the last time I streamed and I had my bad news and I told you guys about this bad news, do you guys remember Owen? If you go back and watch that, and I still can't believe that somebody I'm willing to just cut that guy out of my life now, like completely. He basically was. He said he wasn't, but then why did he bring it up? He was gloating about the fact that, like, oh, he basically came on set and said something like, oh, you know, it's like coronavirus is actually a big thing now, huh? It was like, oh my god. You know, I was semi-hoping that he'd show up just so they could tell him to fuck off. Anyway, I just can't believe that somebody's like that. Oh my god. So you're going through something. Oh my god. Witchy, I've had the last 5 or 6 months have been the worst of my life since Craig died. Basic points: had extreme depression. Dad died. Now my best family member died. I've not had any work. I've lost weight. I've just been shunned by a bunch of my family as well, and yeah, there's more. There's more. That's the thing. I seem to have more and more bullshit every day, and it seems to not be letting up, and I really hope it does. I wanted to say this as well. I wanted to say this. Somebody sent me a message earlier today, actually, saying it's like oh, they said, cheer up. So first of all, don't ever say that to somebody with depression. That's stupid. That we can just flip a switch and just be like, okay, I'm happy now. Yeah. You got so much going on in your life. That is good and stuff. And it's like, yeah, I know, but the actual thought that I've got all of this good stuff in my life doesn't outweigh the bullshit. And also, the good stuff in my life seems to be very temporary right now to me. So, yeah, that doesn't help. So, yeah, this is one of the reasons why I often don't want to talk to people online at all. I don't mind doing chats like this, but it's just painful when I'm having one-on-one conversations and this person is telling me that you're not very talkative, are you? It's almost like you're not interested in me. It's like, no. It's just that I don't want to bum anybody out by having long conversations about why I'm sad. I'd rather just listen to what you got to say. One of the reasons why I don't mind saying stuff like this on my YouTube stream is because you guys could just leave if you're if you don't like what I'm saying or something, you can go away. And in the best possible way. I'm not saying like please fuck off. I'm just saying it's like if you want to fuck off, you can fuck off. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying. Oops. For some reason, my chat keeps just clicking all the way down to the bottom, and I've missed a bunch. So I'm trying to have it not do that. Oh, it's a twat. Okay. Guys, calm down. It's okay. It's okay. It's a lot for one person to bear. I'm trying. Hey, Saban. Yeah, Jeff. That's true. It doesn't work that way. That's annoying. EF. Oh boy, only if I can control the depression that sneaks up on me in my sleep and can't control it. So I spend a few hours getting bitch slapped by depression. Yeah. Yeah. It was nice to the illusionist. Let's keep doing that. I mean, we can relate. I'm sure we can all relate. It's annoying. Give me a break, please. My mouth has gone super dry. I had a lot of pasta earlier, so I don't know what it is about. Whenever I eat pasta, I just need fluids. Could somebody give me a little update on what's going on? Also, hi as well, Tubbs. Saban, I don't want to. I don't want to sound mean, but I'm not going to update you from the last time I talked to you. I'm not going to do that. You can watch the old streams. Again, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying you can rewatch some stuff. So I got Christoph. It's like staring back at me on my Discord just here. It's very nice. It is, but it's very distracting. It's just I got that just looking at me just on my screen. I kind of feel a bit self-conscious. I don't know why. Oh boy. Oh, bye, Panda Fox. Are you still around? If you're still there, hit a button. I have to bounce for now too, but I wanted Belly Robs if possible. Are you also leaving now? Are you? If you're still here, hit a button. God damn it. Well, okay, this will be just for Belly Rubs and Belly Salute. I have more hair than him and Christoph. Pass the belly. Ugh. This jumbo chair is really annoying. Ugh. It's all firmer as well, so I keep having to try not to sit on my nuts. Hey? Tubbs greater than Christoph? I don't know. That mustache is pretty epic. I know it's fake, but Saban, please don't be like that. I just say that simple thing is that depression got worse. You know? Simple as. You order me a fake. They don't stick. They don't stick. Oh yeah, I can't do this trick anymore because I've got these in, but my beard doesn't cover my face up. Because I've got my beads, my runes, my Celtic runes for protection. Now I've screwed up my beard. Now it's poofy, but in the wrong places. Again, David said it looked fine, so I'm just trusting him. I feel like I look like a moron. Stop being poofy in the wrong places. Oh, forget it. You like the beard beads? They're really cool. They're really cool. I wanna take them out so that you can basically see them properly, but they're a pain to get back in. Like I probably could if I had some string or elastic band or something, but annoyingly I don't have anything here. One of them, I accidentally pulled one off the other night, and it was like, ugh. But yeah, I've got a full set of them, a full set of Celtic runes, and each bead has its own rune. Every time I put one in, I change it so that basically, yeah. Today we've got the 2 X's, and I can't remember what that one's called. It's basically a C, but yeah. Forget it. There we go. Now I could do the fake stuff. But yeah. They have a symbol and Celticness to them. But I've got like a full set of all of them. And they are very functional. They weigh the beard down. Now I've got 2. Now my beard's separated into 2 for some reason. They weigh the beard down so it doesn't stick out by itself. That. And also so it doesn't flow around in the wind. And also my beard get in my way of my food. so I don't get any. I haven't had any spillages in my beard ever since I got the runes. There we go, it's a bit more even. It's really long, you guys. It comes down to my belly. Like I'm still there. There. It comes down to it's twice as long as it's depicted. And like I said, it covers my face. Anyway. But yeah, they're awesome. They are awesome. I've actually got them. I got like a bracelet that I can put all of them on and wear as a bracelet, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I was looking for something to tie it off at the end because my hair goes incredibly curly, both on my head and there, and well, as you know, my body hair is also kind of curly as well. Yeah, it's not as fun to shake it around. But, yeah. Beard stuff. But yeah, you should check out. There's like a 3 or 4 live streams ago, probably 5 or 6 actually. I actually got these, and I unbagged them because they came in a bag. I unboxed them on there, and I put as many as I could in my beard and tried out all the different styles and all that stuff. So if you want to go check that out, go nuts. Have a good look. But yeah, do you want a belly rub and belly salute, Witchy? I keep saying Greenie. Greenie's somebody else. It's a Buffy reference. Witchy's a Buffy reference, but nobody gets Buffy references. It's like nobody watched it. Getting long. I might get some beads for my hair to stop it getting in my face. It might work. Of course. I'm really annoyed that I don't have any suspenders for my pants. For my underpants. Because they're my big boy pants. They're elastic. But if I did, yeah. Belly rubs. There's your pillow. And belly salute. You have a good day, and don't forget, Witchy, you can always message me. I'm not very talkative, but you can always message me. Oh, my skin tag is also playing up as well, so it's really painful to stand up and sit down all the time. But then it goes away very, very quickly, so it's fine. But yeah, you take care, Witchy. I want to give them big, snuggly, squidgy hugs. My brain kept trying to say the word hug and snuggle at the same time, so it was like going for snugs, but it just didn't work. Anyway, yeah, Jeff, it's super nice to see you. I have not seen them for a long time. Yeah, I don't know if it would help with the head hair. I just know that it helps with my beard hair. It came with a couple of things to do with head hair, though. These did. I don't know why. I imagine that would kind of suck. I mean, it would look good, but yeah. It came with a bunch of rubber bands, and I found out that you're supposed to put bands and then on your hair, and then you're supposed to just slip these on, and that just wouldn't work with my hair. So what I do is I use the tool. It's got a tool to actually pull your hair through them, but you could just use a piece of string, because I've actually done that as well. I've tested that out to do that, and it actually works a lot better if I just use like one of my hairs, one of my beard hairs that I've shed just by doing this. I always get at least one hair. Aha! So if I got this and I spent enough time basically like wrapping a segment of my hairs in it, I'm not going to do it again because it's, yeah. And then I just like grab the end of that, put it through one of these, and then like pull it through. Then it will actually do a better job at getting a lot more of these hairs in it. So yeah, so it's a lot. That's a lot easier. By the way, my beard sheds so much. I think it's because it knows it's summer. But yeah, it's not hard to see how much beard hair there is. Beard head? Beard hair. You know what I mean. I just make a copper ring and can't think of what to put on it, so it may just, I may just do runes. You made it. Oh, okay. You may just do rune. Well, you know all the runes, so you should be pretty good at picking your best ones. You might even be able to make for words and stuff. There, that's the thing. That's what I found out. This runes stand for whole words, so it's very hard to make a word, a singular word, out of a rune, out of a set of runes and stuff. It's basically because they are meant to stand for sounds more than they are words. It's a thing. So depending on what rune came before it or after it is kind of what you know what that particular rune represents. I guess that's the same with letters in a way, but I'm just saying it's very hard to actually make a so if I put a bunch of runes together to try to make a word, what in fact I would be doing is be making a whole sentence, and a small creature just ran past my open door, and I have no idea what it was. That was either a rabbit, a big rat, which we have here, or a very large mouse. My door's open, by the way. That's one of the reasons why the weird blue lighting. Okay. Okay. By the way, Darren has done an amazing job at basically making the garden look super nice while I've just sat down, just doing editing and doing art and stuff. Feeling sorry for myself. Our garden looks fantastic. Like the pond is all cleared out, and the water fountain is actually on. I don't know if you'd be able to pick it up, hear it, but there's babbling brook noises happening outside. Maybe I can actually. I remember this camera cable being pretty long. I feel like we were talking about Witchy not so long ago, maybe a couple of days ago. And it's just funny, whenever I talk about her, she turns up. Maybe it's just because I'm streaming earlier today. Oh, shit. So I'm just going to see how long this cable can stretch so you guys can see. I'm also going to open the door fully. Oh. So let all the light in. Is anybody still here? Am I still live? I think so. Okay, how much of the disk am I going to destroy by doing this? Ugh. Why did everybody leave? Like, we had a mass exit. I know Panafox had to go to work. Yeah. Itchy doesn't have an excuse. I'm still live. Q. Right. So I'm just trying not to get cable into my drink. Right. So it can stretch through that here. Okay. So that old lava lamp. But yeah. So you can probably just see that's my back door. That's my ground outside my office. So something just ran across this part really fast. And I have no idea what it was. Anyway. So that's my back garden. Hot tub is up. I'm going to be going in that probably tomorrow. So probably around about this time. So catch the live stream there for that. So all the blossom, the tweed, and of course there's the pond with the water fountain in it and everything. And it's even got a little like water feature. But yeah, there's been other stuff done, but that's the main things. The hot tub is back, and it's looking like it's going to rain now. We just had a random storm happen. But yeah, pretty. Extreme close up. I don't look good at extreme close up, so I'm not going to do that anymore. Ugh. Just in case it rains. Oh God, why? So my skin tag, I swear to God, I was so close to just ripping it off the other day, but then I realised that would be super painful, and knowing my luck, I'm just the kind of person that will just bleed out if that happened. So yeah. Did anybody see the tiny garden tour? See how long this cable is? It's really long. This is connected to the computer and the camera. This is just part of it. Like, I could pull it more, but I don't want to destroy my desk because it's around it's around my drink. It's wrapped around my pipe as well. God. Yeah. I've still got him staring at me. I've still got him staring at me. By the way, his pipe. I had a antique kind of like German pipe. I don't know if you can see my cursor. No, you can't. Yeah, I had an antique German pipe like his, but I don't know where it got lost, moved here, I think. But no, I've been trying to find one because I've been trying to find a good. I've been trying to build a couple of costumes. Oops. So I fell off of the internet for a second. And that would really complete the outfit, plus it would be good for my collection. So yeah. I can find them online, but they're usually like actual antiques. Yeah. I'm kind of tempted to just leave. I did that last time though, when I know that's not a good idea. I felt terrible about doing that last time. Yeah, last time I just was like, oh no, I'm not in the mood, and I'm not in the mood to say goodbye either. That happens. Okay, that happens. Basically, sometimes when I clearly, we're at the end of a conversation, I will sometimes just be like, okay, I hate goodbyes. I don't like them at all. I don't know how to do them even. So, yeah, and that just kind of happened last night, or last time I'd streamed. So yeah, but no, I always feel awful about it afterwards. Always, you know. I've even done that at certain social gatherings and stuff. Sometimes I'll basically be like, I've gotten as much as I'm going to get out of the social interaction at this event and stuff, and I know that probably not going to be missed. And I've talked to everybody that I want to talk to. I will ninja myself away. You know, I used to do that a lot when it came to small talk. I think I've mentioned this before. I used to do that a lot when it comes to small talk. I just, whenever there's like small talk happening, and I've already said that I don't want to be part of it, but people continue, then I used to be the master at like stealthily just kind of backing away, finding out exactly what points of the conversation. They're no longer, I don't really exist in their field of vision or just in their consciousness anymore. They're just talking for the sake of talking. And I'm very good at pinpointing that exact spot where it's like, okay, if I leave now, they won't notice. I kind of want to do that, but I can't because I'm doing a live stream. Apparently 3 people. Apparently 3 people are still here. Is my chat broken? It can't be. Well, I guess we're not doing any art. I'm planning to leave now. Well, no, dude, it's not just. The thing is that live streaming, talking like this, is that if I don't have stuff to say, then it's okay if people bring up conversational topics. I'm okay with that. I guess you're right. So my neighbours are being very active. They're actually getting over the fence, you know, vision-wise. I can see them. They can see me in my pants in my office, talking to the computer. Just a child and his dad, you know. They built some kind of like decking that's really tall. So if whenever they're walking on that side of their house, then they can their head height is above the fence. It's one of the reasons why I got the door there. It's not just to block out the light; it's also to give me some privacy. And it works, but I can still see people. Well, if you're still running out of things to say, well, I read that. Well, if you leave it up to me, I'm going to talk phasers. Oh, what about them? What about phasers? It's raining. It's already raining. So what about phasers? Have you seen Picard yet? Like, I think Starfleet should have a pulse setting on their Type 2 sidearms because they fire more quickly than the beams. Oh, right. Most do. As far as I understand it, phasers have a pulse setting. Like the ones in Voyager, the ones in like from First Contact, and the ones and basically phaser firearms and stuff like that. They do have a pulse setting. I thought. I could be wrong. I thought you meant like ship phasers, and are the JJ ones, which are pretty cool, kind of been replaced by the new Discovery-ish ones, which are weird because the weapons seem to come from everywhere, including the nacelles. They fired a torpedo from a nacelle at one stage, and it was like, that's not a torpedo. That's messed up. Because I don't know how to do it. It's a thing. But yeah, the hand rifle phasers and stuff like that, they at least, I know they have, some of them have got a pulse setting. If you go to Enterprise, then they definitely do have a pulse setting. Talk Star Trek. I mean, the pistol ones and the Type 2s look like dusters. They've got phase pistols, And as far as I know, the first pistols from, see, this is the thing about the beads. I don't do this that often. I don't do the stroking bead thing. It's really uneven today. I don't know why. Yeah. The the phase pistols from Enterprise, they do have a pulse setting. But the hand phasers, I've never seen that. I don't think, I'm sure there's a way of doing it, but I've never seen it happen for the Type 2 phasers. The pistol ones from the original series probably also they probably also have settings. They probably also have settings. It's just we've never seen it happen, you know. Yeah, but the rifles, I know the rifles do, because we actually have seen that at least once. We definitely see that. We see that once or twice on the show on Voyager, and also I'm imagining that happening. I'm thinking it happened in First Contact Insurrection. Yeah, we have seen it on the rifles. I know we've seen it on the rifles. No, I'm just saying. I'm just clarifying. I've never seen it happen for the hand phasers, the Type 2s. I'm just saying that on the original series, I'm pretty sure you could on most of those. I'm sure there's a way of doing it. We've never seen it on the show. Jeffrey, you might have to watch back a little bit because you missed the garden tour. I poked my webcam out of my door for a little bit. But I know you get to see that. You're probably going to see it anyway tomorrow if the weather's nice and I get in the hot tub, because I'm planning around about this time to do another live stream. From the hot tub. I'm really glad my rash isn't showing up on camera. I've got a rash that goes into my hair and all the way to the back of my head, and it's really annoying. It's because I've fallen asleep on the sofa, so I've kind of like fallen asleep on that with the arm of the sofa. Yeah. Oh God, no! Stop it. I'm actually tired. I've been for a solid. Actually, that's not that long for me. I've been up for a solid like 12, 13, 15. What am I doing this for? 12, 13, 19 hours? 20 hours? 20 hours, I think. Give us all the benefit of the doubt. Make it longer, whatever. Round it up. There you go. 20 hours. So I am actually tired. A lot of banging going on. Nobody's doing the ticker thing. Just want to point that out. Star Trek just seems to do this thing where they have pistols and rifles, but they forget about every other firearm type and role they fill. They forget every other firearm tool that they fill. They have gaps in their arsenals. Yeah, like I said, I think it's just because they have these weapons, and they basically can do anything with these weapons. You know, they can alter the settings to basically have a pulse setting, or just a short burst setting, or something. You know, In Voyager, for example, we see B'Elanna use one as to augment the the firing geometry crystal at the end of her phaser to project a force field. So it's totally possible that they can just alter these to have all of these different functionalities. We just haven't seen them because they don't need them. You know, they've never needed that. So, like I said, I'm pretty sure that if you had a phaser, and you had a manual, you could basically, you'll probably find in the manual, like, oh, pulse phaser mode or whatever, and you'll probably find it. You might make a different sound effect or whatever. The problem is that they just had these certain amount of props. They had a certain amount of budget for the effects, and they had presets for the effects and stuff. So that makes sense. It makes sense to me that they will only show this, but basically say they will have all of this other functionality. You know, it's like the Enterprise had the source of separation thing. You would use that all the fucking time. It's just so cool. You would use it all the fucking time for as many different things as you can. But the reason they didn't show it as often because they couldn't afford to put in, even if it's a pre-made effect, they couldn't afford to put it in all the time. So they'd have to show a lot more different angles of the source section being by itself, or the star drive section being itself. I don't want to call it the secondary hull. I like the star drive section. It sounds cooler. And all this stuff. There's all these different things to consider. Whereas if they've already got some pre-made special effect sounds and pre-made, preset kind of settings for their visual effects, then they don't have to change anything. They don't have to come up with a new sound. They don't have to make it sound any different. They don't have to make extra. You know, they basically just have these ones, and they're good. You know, that's why a lot of when you saw like Klingon phasers and Klingon and Romulan disruptors, then basically you'll notice that Klingon disruptors as well. You'll notice that they're basically the same special effect. They're different colors, or so they'd have to redesign everything all the time, and it would get annoying. So which is why when you had the phaser rifles, you basically had the variety, is because by then they could, they had the budget, they had the effects, they were easier to manipulate, so that you can actually have different settings. The phasers do different things, so that's why they did it. So, like I said, I'm pretty sure if you wanted a phaser burst, I'm pretty sure this weapon can do everything. I'm pretty sure you can do it on that weapon if you actually have one. That's what I'm saying. So tell me, Tubbs, I ran the stream back, and oh my god, your garden looks great. Yeah, like I said, Damon did a brilliant job with the garden while I did nothing. It basically, it looks very pretty now with the water feature and everything. So yeah. Tubbs, you have been. Oh my god. Shut up. Yes, Tubbs, you have been going through a lot of stressful things, so I hope you can get the rest and some sleep. Well, I am actually gonna try in a minute. My eyes are watering, which is weird because I'm pretty sure I ran out of moisture. I did a lot of crying. And yeah, the yawning is driving me crazy. It's only because I'm talking, I think, as well as being tired. That I think, yeah. Plus, I did say to myself that by 7 o'clock my time, I was gonna think about leaving. Wait a minute. Yeah. 7 o'clock my time. Devon Hug, for me, he did an excellent job. Yeah, I was useless because it wasn't so much that I didn't want to do anything. It's more the case that my sleep schedule's been screwed up to the point where it would be I'd be going to sleep by the time he would be thinking about doing something outside, doing something to the garden. So I'd usually be asleep by the time that he would be doing all the garden stuff, and then wake up just when he was coming back in. It was dark out, so we couldn't do anything. Well, looking back on it in universe, I think a lot of it is down to them not wanting to seem militaristic. That's another fact. I think that's another factor. I don't think that it's instead of a thing, I think it is just another factor. It's as well as these weapons can do basically anything, so we don't need to have more weapons. Also, we don't want to appear too militaristic, so we won't have them go down all the time with giant weapons. I think it's an and. I don't think it's a replacement because of So. So they leave a lot of combat-oriented features out of everything, even the guns. Like I said, I'm pretty sure they have all of the functions. They just don't show it as often because they like to think of themselves as being not that militaristic. Plus, it's a budget thing to do with special effects. I mean, do you see what I'm talking about? Because if you think about it, the tricorder, the tricorder just scans. It's an expiratory device, explanatory device. It's an explainy device, and they don't have many different variants on these things like the phasers. They're basically the same as the phasers, so it's just the same thing. I think it's just the same thing. It can do a lot more that we don't even know about, but they just don't have the budget to show it doing all that stuff. It's got a lot cooler. Yeah, I get the real life budget and design reasons, but now that there is so much money being thrown at these franchises, I think they could rectify that. Well, they're not going to go back and replace all of these special effects. I think that if you said you haven't seen Discovery and Picard or Picard. Like I said, they actually show a bunch of new stuff. They in fact exclusively only show the new stuff. It's really irritating sometimes. So yeah. And like I said, in Voyager, they actually did show the phaser rifles doing stuff a couple of times, and a phaser was modified to do a couple of things a couple of times. It's like they have kind of like shown that these phasers can do a lot more than just be phasers or just this one setting. I kind of know what you want out of them. It's like they did do pretty good back then for what they were. I've been actively trying to watch both Picard and Discovery, and I might have to resort to piracy to do it. Well, I've been actively trying to yeah. Well, like I said, there are less piracy ways of doing it. For example, the whole VPN thing I suggested, it's technically not piracy because you have bought Netflix or Amazon Prime. So yeah. And you can, if you get both of them, you can watch Discovery from a UK VPN. From Netflix, and you can watch Picard from a UK VPN on Amazon Prime. It depends which one you've got or which ones you've got. So that's less piracy one. That's a less piracy way of doing it. But you can, or you can straight up go full pirate and BitTorrent them. I don't know. I counted VPNs as piracy, and that's why. Okay, well, like I said, I don't think it's not piracy really, because yeah, you're just you're changing your location. I wouldn't count it, but personally, I wouldn't count that as piracy because you already bought Netflix. You are still giving Netflix your money, so or Amazon Prime, or whatever you've got. It depends if you want to buy CBS or not. Do they have a free trial? Because you could just get the CBS thing. CBS. Yeah, because I said PBS before, so it's CBS. Yeah. Acronyms, bad. Acronyms. I don't know if they're called acronyms. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna go soon. Yeah, you could just get CBS, and if they've got a free trial, you can just watch. You just dump all of them in like a 3 or 4 day period, because that's kind of what I do. I don't buy them. I mean, I dump them in like a 3 or 4 day period. I didn't watch Picard because people kept talking at me about Picard, like as each one happened. So I was like, okay, I have to watch Picard then, I guess, because I was watching Picard whilst I was at the sci-fi convention. I'm also just bringing up stuff to talk about. I don't super mind that phase is not having certain functions at all. Okay, I know. I'm just. Oh. I didn't mean it as a huge deal, we are just talking about it. It's not that important. I get it. We're just bringing it up as it's just a public conversation. I'm just saying that I was just saying, Have you had dinner yet? Did I answer that? I can't remember. Point is, I have had dinner. I had pasta. I had spaghetti. And meatballs that were actually quite nice. You can kind of see the rash. That's why I'm rubbing. I'm just rubbing because I got like a rash. Right. I know. Right. FMF. Just to put this to bed then. In my opinion, the phasers do have a pulse function. We just haven't seen it. If you had a phaser, if you had a real life phaser, like an actual phaser, not a prop, then I'm pretty sure that you, with no prior knowledge of how the buttons work, even, would be able to get it to do the fire thing, the pulse phaser thing, just a regular phaser. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they have a lot of functionality. We just haven't seen it. to be completely honest with you, I think that just there isn't a whole show dedicated to the workings of a phaser, you know? Just like there isn't a whole show dedicated to the workings of the inert dampeners, you know? We just have to trust that they can do certain cool stuff. If I had a real life phaser, I would be banned from every firing range in the valley. Dude. I had a really, really deep, in-depth conversation with somebody because, and it all started with the genie questions. You know, the genie questions are basically genie questions are, you know, you have 3 wishes. What would they be? You know, you have three wishes. What would they be? Right? And we each had different answers, but my ones would be, I'd like to be a Taraxian, which is a race of aliens, and they're super cool, and I want to be that part of that race. It's an awesome species, you know. Plus they've got superpowers. They can fly and manipulate the weather. I mean, it's me, you know, whatever. They're semi-immortal as well. It's a thing. I would then set the genie free with my last wish, but my middle wish would be I want a completely functional, as seen on TV, Intrepid class starship. Fully stocked, completely functional, Intrepid class starship. I want one. And I know I've already been over these questions, these answers even. It's gotten really dark, isn't it? But the cool thing is that we went over all of the problems, me and my friend, when we were talking about this, we went over all of the problems of, in current planetary terms, owning an Intrepid class starship. What the problems with one person owning an entire starship, way above the current technological understanding of the planet, you know. And it's like, I don't care, but it would be bad. Basically, Earth would suck. You know, people are just too afraid of this thing, and to basically benefit from it. We basically figured out that there would be a problem that, like, I would have to live on it full time, because people of the world, the second I step off of that thing, some government's going to take it. Some government is going to want it so badly that they're going to take it, you know. So I have to live on it all the time with shields up. If it's landed, it would have to have its shields up all the time, and it would just be like there would be bullshit happening. There would be so much bullshit. And we went over all of the basic scenarios of if this was a thing, you know. And essentially, my friend would end up being dictator of the planet with the starship. They would end up being the dictator of the planet. Me, however, I would just fly away. I'd fly away and come back I'd fly away and then come back. You know, when everybody basically has figured out their shit. They'd probably blow me up. I don't know why I thought that. But yeah, because I basically said that, you know, with a Intrepid class starship, I could solve all of the problems of the planet. You know, it has industrial strength. It's industrial style replicators. It has the ability to at least produce power. It has a warp core. It could power the planet. You know, it's amazing. It could do basically anything. We go to Mars and back. all the fucking time. You know, it would be great. It would be just so cool. But yeah, and we can actually go places. Like, yeah. So yeah, that's my thing. That would be my thing. But yeah, if you had a phaser, there would be more problems than you being banned from a firing range. That's basically what I was going for, you know. It'd be way more complicated than you. Yeah, its power cell could probably power the planet. Probably not, but I'm probably overestimating a little bit. I don't even know what kind of batteries it has. Touching my face, I don't care. I have an eyelash or something in my eye from when I did my eye cleaning. Right, I think we're gonna leave. I think we're gonna go. But no, this has been fun. I'm glad I did this before I went to bed. Starfleet phasers usually on civilian. Carolide? Civilian Carolide? I don't recognize that. I do know that was in the handle, but I basically all I've seen, because I've not looked up the specs of a phaser. I'm sorry, I know ship phasers, but a phaser, I've never looked up the proper in-depth specs. All I know is it basically is power cell, and I knew it was in the handle. It is made up words. All words are made up. Right, yeah. One last bit of pain. Belly ribs and belly salute. And I will see you guys later. If you don't mind, I'm going to end the stream when I come back. I'm just going to shut Damon's shed because it's raining probably now. I don't want to just get up and then have to sit back down again. I mean, sit down and then have to get back up again. Ugh, door fell over. Okay, Halloween. Interior illumination activate. I'm gonna get it surgically removed. I'm gonna get it surgically. It's in a way it can not be a pain in my butt anymore. It's not a pain in my butt. It's a pain in my inner thigh, like right here. I'm gonna cut it off. I'm gonna cut it off. Right. That's the door falling over. Because I open it, detach it from the shed, and then prop it up against the other door. Fuck you. Got it. Yeah, mosquito. Yeah, yeah, like I said, the door was propped up and it fell over when I was at Damon's shed, so anyway, I have not been shot. It's all good. Okay. I'm going to play on the computer for a little bit and then I'm gonna go. So thank you for joining me. I will see you probably tomorrow, probably around about the same time. I might be in the hot tub. If I'm not, then I'll be back here doing this. But no, it's super fun talking to all you guys and girl. Although girl, I don't know, just the way I. Oh my god, another girl. I know it's a thing. Bottom press.